Doc Waltrip's Spirit of Champ Car 8 and 7 hour endurance race at Barber Motorsports Park. Brought to you by TireRack.com, RVA Graphics and Racks, Frozen Rotor, Bell Racing, the official helmet of Champ Car, Racing Radios, NLA Parts, Lifeline, and UUC Motorworks. Also, we'd like to thank our class sponsors, Discovery Parts, Krispy Kreme, MoneyShiftRacing.com, and last but not least, the Chandler School for the Sportsmanship Award. So this is kind of a pre-drivers meeting. We still will have a drivers meeting on Saturday and Sunday, but I just wanted to get you guys on the same page, kind of talk about what load-in's going to look like. So that's kind of our first step is whenever you come into Barber Motorsports Park, you're going to come to a stop sign in front of you. You'll see the museum. You're going to take a left and then another left. There's a map on the supplemental rules. You're looking for Lot G. So they ask no one to arrive early. So Thursday night, that's no good. Friday, we'll be there around noon. So they say 1, but please try not to arrive super early on Friday. They don't want a lot of people hanging around there. There's going to be the Porsche schools going on. So please try not to arrive until at least noon, 1 o'clock. We will stage in Lot G, like I said. We'll open up registration and tech at 1. So if you arrive, you need to be teched, you've made some changes or anything like that, you need to go jump in the tech line. Ray and Thomas will be there. They'll get you through. And then after that, you'll go see Catherine and to get those wristbands. If you don't need to be teched, you're just going to go see Catherine. Make sure you get those wristbands. We are going to start loading into the paddock area and all of that. It should be, it says it's 6, but in the years past, we have gotten in around 5. So that's just going to play that by ear. Just whenever they let us in, they'll let us in. But my main thing is whenever we start sending trucks and rigs in, we are going to be looking for those wristbands. We did it last year and we had to pull a couple people out that didn't have the correct wristbands on. So everybody that comes to Lot G must go see Catherine to get those wristbands for whenever we move in 5 or 6, somewhere around there. So please make sure you have those on before we get around that time. If you arrive after 6, you will go to the credential building. There will be a couple ladies in there. They will be signing. You will sign some waivers. They'll get you your armbands, and then you can go in from there. They will be at the credential building until 11 p.m. So you'll be able to get into the track until 11 p.m. on Friday night. We will open back up at 6 a.m. on Saturday. So they will be up there and ready for you to go. So that's kind of how load-in will go. We will transfer tech and registration. We'll move it all into the registration is going to be on the second floor in the tower, and then tech will set it up most likely underneath the garages like we've done in the past years. So that's where that will be whenever we move into the facility. Like I said, this is just kind of a pre-drivers meeting, but we will be doing our drivers meeting Saturday and Sunday at 7:30 a.m. So after those drivers meetings on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to have all of you guys go out to your car, go to your pit stall if you haven't done so already by then. Drivers in and ready by 8:15. So every time I say this, I can say it till I'm blue in the face. But whenever I'm in the tower and I'm looking down and I'm seeing drivers getting in the car at 8:15, my guys are radioing up saying, this guy's not ready, this guy's not ready, half the field's not ready, but we got to go. We got to get that green flag as close to 8:30 as possible. So when I say 8:15 in and ready, I'm talking strapped in, full gear, ready to just go and be lined up behind pace car, okay? So 8:15, try to be in and ready by 8:15. We will let you out on course behind the pace car under a full course yellow at 8:20. Sometimes it's a little bit before 8:20. Sometimes it's a little bit after, but right around 8:20 is when I'm going to be like, okay, send them. And if you're not ready, we're going to skip you. So please keep that in mind. We're single file behind pace car. We're going to let you out We're gonna bring you across start finish. We're checking transponders. As soon as my timing guy Dave gives me a thumbs up, we will go green at 8, close to 8:30 as possible. Checkered is going to be 4:30 both days. We have a parc fermé on Sunday, so keep that in mind. From 11 to 12, we will be doing a quiet hour. I will explain that procedure on Sunday's drivers meeting, so make sure you are there. It's just a quiet hour that we have to do every year. During, let's see here, green flag is at start only. The cars, so if you're in the back of the line, you're going to see the double yellows all across the track. So if you're in the back of the line, you're looking, you see those double yellows come in, you are racing. If you're at the front of the line, you'll see it being thrown at the start stand. So keep that in mind. I'll go over pit road and fueling rules a little bit. Everybody must stop at pit in every single time. So every single time you're going to stop at pit in, you're going to get that timer. Please, whenever you go leave pit in, you leave, they give you that timer, you're going to use the drive lane. So the drive lane is going to be all the way driver's right. You start getting to your pit stall, you're going to use the middle transition lane, and then you'll get to your pit stops. So please don't drive down 10 down 10 pit boxes before you get to yours. Stay driver's right. Whenever you get close, just kind of go into your pit box. No one over the wall until the car has come to a complete stop. We see this a lot. I have so many volunteers this weekend. So we're going to have pit marshals up and down the pits, and they will be watching you. So whenever you come in, please make sure the car comes to a complete stop before you go over that wall. Pit road speed limit across the board for Champ Car is 20 miles an hour. So don't speed down pit road. We have a radar gun and we will use it. So 5-minute minimum for fuel stops from pit in to pit out. So if you are not fueling, you just do what you need to do and you can continue on out, and they will let you say no fuel, because you have to stop at pit out every single time. They'll grab that timer, say no fuel, they'll let you out on track. If you are fueling, everybody over the wall during fueling must be in full fireproof gear, head to toe. Helmet, socks, gloves, suit, balaclava if required. Only exception is shoes. We will allow closed-toed lace-up shoes. Power to the car needs to be off. Hit that kill switch. When the gas cap comes off the car, you are under fueling rules. No extra work can be done on the car during this time. Only a driver change. 5 people max involved with fueling. This does include the person in the car. So keep that in mind. We also will be watching the 1 5-gallon jug over the wall at a time. Please do not sit your jugs on the wall. We will be watching that and policing that all down pit road. So 1 5-gallon jug over the wall at a time. Don't set it on the wall waiting for your person to switch jugs. So we will get you on that one. So fire bottle man, super important. With a 10-pound ABC fire bottle, pin pulled, please. We will be looking for that. Standing 7 to 10 feet away, ready to save their teammate's life if need be. This is the only thing that the fire bottle person should be doing, is standing there just ready in case something were to happen. Please use your drip pans, 3 inches deep by 11 in diameter. Clean up your messes. You know, they don't have to invite us back, but they do every year. Barber is absolutely a beautiful track, so we want to keep it how it is. Overfilling, I talk about this every single driver's meeting. I see overfilling so much. Whenever you guys overfill and you go out onto track, that first corner worker is going to call up to me and he's going to be saying how you're spilling something. They don't know that you just fueled. So whenever you go to the second, corner worker, they're going to call it in, continue leaking, fluid unknown. So they're just going to keep calling that around all the way until you stop or until I bring you in. So please keep that in mind. No overfilling, please. Like I said, you must stop at pit out completely. Every time before entering the track, they will be standing there looking for that timer to take off. A little bit of rules of the road. Champ Car does not condone contact. Any contact that is not minor will result in both cars being black flagged. It is the overtaking car's responsibility to plan and execute a safe, clean pass. So if you are racing out there and you decide you're going to step out and pass the person in front of you, you better be able to do it in a nice, clean way. We don't want any kind of carnage out there, but if you think that you can do it, it's on you. Just keep that in mind if anything were to happen whenever you're making a pass. If you are about to be passed, just hold your line, remain predictable, hold your line. If that car caught up to you, it can get around you as soon as you step out. A lot of times when you see somebody fast coming up and you move, a lot of times they're already there. I've seen crashes like that happen numerous times. So just hold your line. If they got to you, they can get around you. Alrighty, let's see here. Intentional or malicious contact, and you're done for the weekend. So I've taken driver's bans. I have taken people out of the car, made them sit out a day or a stint, just depending on severity. So we're watching the contact out there. We really, hate to have anybody's weekend ruined for malicious driving. So I will have my eyes open on that. Driver's stints are 2 hours max. Keep that in mind. We are watching and your competitors are too. We have 71 cars this weekend that are signed up. So it is going to be a big field. Make sure to, maintain your room out there. We have a blend line. So the blend line violations are going to start at a 2-minute penalty and they'll climb from there. So whenever you leave Barber Pit Road, you are automatically going into turn 1. Like they're coming down, they're hauling the mail down the front straight. So please abide by that blend line. It is we see that a lot at Barber because it is right when you come out. I mean, just follow the turnaround and do not jump over that blend line. That'll be driver's right. So keep that in mind. Penalties will start at 2 minutes. I'll go over flags a little bit more in the drivers' meetings at the track, but if you don't know the flags, I really encourage you to get online, check them out, make sure that you are very familiar with what's going on. That is our only way to really communicate with you guys out there. Barber, we will be using the pink 35 at Barber this weekend. So if you don't know what the pink 35 is, you handle the pink 35 like a yellow, except it's called the pink 35 because we want everybody, the whole field needs to drop down to 35 miles an hour. When everybody does this and abides by the 35 miles an hour rule, it works so great. And a lot of times you save a lot of time racing because the emergency crews can get out there, they can get it fixed up while you guys are still circulating. And it really does work, rather than putting the pace car out there every time. It can save a lot of time. So if our emergency crews say, hey, we can go pink 35, we don't have to put the pace out, obviously that's going to be my first choice. So keep that in mind. Whenever you see that pink 35, drop your speed down to 35 miles an hour. Keep circulating in a nice controlled way. Look up for that incident, pass it. Give all emergency crews wide enough berth. Do not buzz our safety teams. I will bring you in. You will sit. Drivers will come out. So show them a lot of respect when it comes to the emergency crews. Give them plenty of space. Yellow flag, that'll be our next big flag that we see a lot. Standing yellow is going to be dropped down to 70% race speed. There is something going on. Maybe it's off track, offline. Keep your eyes up. 70% race speed for a standing yellow. A waving yellow, we want you to drop down to 50% race speed. Maybe there's something more into the driving line. Eyes up could be track blockage partially. So waving yellows, just something more serious, drop that speed to 50%. No passing under yellows. This is the most that we see black flags all the time, passing under yellows. And if there's an incident, we won't start black flagging until that incident is cleared. So incident gets cleared, I might have a list of passing under yellows and we will just start working them one by one. So no passing when that yellow flag is out. I forgot to mention, we do line of sight rule. So you're driving, you see a yellow flag, you're under that condition. It's not racing up to the stand. It's you see that flag, you're under that condition. So once you pass the stand with the flag, you pass the incident, you pass the next manned station not displaying a flag, you are back racing. So please keep that in mind. Red flag, it's a flag we hate to use the most. It means something serious is going on. We must stop the race, come to a complete controlled stop whenever you see the red flag, preferably off the racing line so the emergency crews can get past you in a fast way. So keep that in mind with the red flag. Black flag just means that we need you to come into black flag station, which is going to be right at pit end. So they'll be working black flag. I'll explain in my driver's meeting which stations those are. I forget offhand. So black flag, please come in. If you see the meatball flag, which is black flag with the orange, that means there's something going on with your car. Something's maybe dragging. So if you see a meatball, please come in to pit in and we'll let you know what's going on out there. White flag is going to be a slow vehicle. So keep that in mind. If you see the white flag, eyes up, there's a slow moving car. And then Barber will have the EV flag it's a white flag with the red cross. If you see that, that means that the trucks are out on track. So if you see the EV flag, please remember that the trucks are out and pass with care. Give them wide enough berth. Do not buzz the safety trucks. All right. Let's see here. Last but not least, we are doing ChampCar.Live, and it's kind of exciting. It's really exciting. We have Bob Varsha that will be joining Bill, Polly, and Tiffany. So please tune into ChampCar.Live. You can send info, pictures, and team updates to 205-908-5501. They would love to hear from you. If you're a new team, if you're a veteran team, just send it in. It keeps it going, gives them, stuff to post up and stuff to talk about, and kind of lets them see behind the scenes of what's going on out there. So send them any info that you guys want to. All right, so that concludes this mini driver meeting. I want to thank our sponsors, RVA Graphics and Wraps, Frozen Rotors, Bell Racing, Racing Radios, NLA Parts, Lifeline, UUC Motorworks, and our title sponsor, TireRack.com. As always, thank you for racing with us. We will see you this weekend at Barber Motorsports Park. Please email me if you have any questions.